Hello level 3 students. In this video you're going to learn about the pros and cons composition, that is the text you are going to be writing during this level. So let's start. What is a pros and cons composition? Basically it is a text that is going to present advantages and disadvantages of a topic. It is going to have two paragraphs. In total, you're going to write around 220 words to 280 words. So let's start with the structure of the first paragraph. The first paragraph includes a topic sentence, which is a short sentence that shows that you're gonna write a text about advantages and disadvantages. Then you start presenting the first advantage, followed by support and an example or a piece of evidence for that advantage, and then the second advantage, again followed by the support and an example. At the end of the paragraph, we're gonna have a closing sentence that basically concludes this first paragraph. Ideally, each of these elements should be one sentence, and then you would have a punctuation mark or a connector, and then the next sentence or the next element of the paragraph. In the second paragraph, we're gonna present the disadvantages. So again, you're going to write a topic sentence. In this case, you're gonna specify that this paragraph is about disadvantages. You present the first disadvantage with its corresponding support and example, followed by the disadvantage number 2 with the support and example, and at the end we are going to have a conclusion. This conclusion is going to be in the second paragraph. It is part of the second paragraph. It is not another paragraph. However, this conclusion has some special characteristics. It also has some elements. What are the elements of the conclusion we are going to write? First, you're gonna present a closing sentence of the second paragraph. Then you're gonna present a restatement of the first topic sentence, the topic sentence you wrote in paragraph 1. Basically, you're gonna paraphrase that this text was about advantages and disadvantages. Then you're gonna give a brief summary of the main points. Basically, again, you're going to paraphrase. You're going to say the two pros, the two advantages, and the two cons, the two disadvantages, in other words. And at the end, you're going to be giving a short personal opinion of the topic. So, well, now that we know all the elements of our pros and cons composition, let's take a look at an example. Here we have two paragraphs. This is a complete pros and cons composition. In this case, it is about using bicycles as means of transportation, and here I'm gonna show you the different parts. As you can see, the first part is in yellow. It is our first topic sentence. As you can see, it shows that we're going to be reading about advantages and disadvantages of using a bike. Then this text shows the first advantage, and it is that using a bike is environmentally friendly, followed by a support and an example or a piece of evidence. Then the second advantage is that it is an amazing exercise, followed by its support and an example. And at the end, we have the closing sentence for that first paragraph. The second paragraph, as you can see, it is longer. Why? Because we have our conclusion, right? So at the beginning, we have our topic sentence, which tells us that riding a bike is problematic. So it shows us that this paragraph is about the negative aspects. We have the first disadvantage, that is that it can be dangerous, followed by its support and an example. The second disadvantage, that it is an individual means of transport, the support, the example, and then we have our conclusion. We have the closing sentence for this paragraph. We say that it is not effective for groups of people, and we have a little closing sentence, right? Saying or restating what we said in the first topic sentence. That's why it is in yellow. Look that it says using a bike has both positive and negative sides. It is very similar to what we said at the very beginning of the text. Then we present the main points: environmentally friendly, good for people's health, dangerous, and insufficient for a family. And at the end, the writer is giving a personal opinion. And that's it. That's how you write a pros and cons composition. So in class, you are going to be analyzing this structure a little bit more. And during our following classes, we're going to start writing our own composition. So see you in class.